Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our channel where we provide useful spiritual insights to help you navigate your twin flame journey. The twin flame connection is a profound spiritual bond, one that transcends the confines of the physical world and stretches into the depths of the soul. It is a journey of awakening, self discovery, and ultimate unity, though it rarely unfolds without its challenges. At the heart of the twin flame dynamic is the push-pull phenomenon, often referred to as the runner and chaser stage. It is during this time that the bond is tested, emotions run high, and the soul lessons come into focus. The runner and chaser dynamic is not a matter of one being more evolved or one loving the other more. Instead, it reflects two halves of the same soul processing the intensity of the connection in different ways. The chaser, overcome by the depth of the bond, often seeks to close the distance and bring harmony to the relationship. Meanwhile, the runner, overwhelmed by the same intensity, feels the need to escape, to retreat into a space where they can process the overwhelming emotions and spiritual awakening the connection has triggered. One of the most pressing questions during this stage is often centered around the runner's perception of the chaser. The chaser may wonder, does the runner think I'm crazy? Do they understand my actions? Are they even aware of the spiritual significance of our connection? To unravel these questions, we must uncover the complex thoughts and emotions of the runner and their journey during this tumultuous phase. Let's start. For the twin flame runner, the connection often feels like an unexpected wave crashing over their soul, powerful, all-encompassing, and disorienting. It stirs up feelings and thoughts they may have never encountered before, shaking the foundations of their emotional stability. This connection is not only intense, but also relentless, leaving the runner little time to process or make sense of what they are experiencing. Imagine walking into a darkened room, only to have a floodlight turned on all at once. The brilliance of the light reveals everything, including parts of themselves they might not be ready to face. This is what the twin flame connection can feel like for the runner. The emotions the runner experiences are not just overwhelming because of the intensity of love or recognition they feel for the chaser. They are overwhelming because these emotions awaken unresolved fears, traumas, and insecurities from deep within. The connection acts as a mirror, reflecting back aspects of themselves they may have buried for years, sometimes lifetimes. This process can trigger their fight or flight response, and for many runners, the instinct is to flee. Not because they don't feel love or connection, but because they are unequipped to handle the tidal wave of emotions the bond unleashes. From the runner's perspective, the chaser's actions, whether they are reaching out with messages of understanding, offering reassurance, or seeking clarity, may appear overwhelming or even invasive. This reaction is not a judgment of the chaser's intentions or emotions, but a reflection of the runner's own inner chaos. They may interpret the chaser's persistence as an added pressure to confront feelings they are not yet ready to face. In moments of overwhelm, the runner's capacity to understand the chaser's perspective diminishes because their own emotional bandwidth is fully occupied by managing their internal struggle. It's crucial to understand that the runner's withdrawal is not rooted in a desire to hurt the chaser or to reject the connection. Instead, it is a deeply ingrained self-preservation mechanism, often formed long before the twin flame connection entered their life. The bond with the chaser forces them to confront not only the connection, but also the shadows they carry, unresolved wounds from past relationships, fear of vulnerability, or resistance to the spiritual awakening the connection ignites. This retreat is often an unconscious attempt to shield themselves from what feels like an emotional onslaught they cannot yet understand or process. The runner's thoughts during this stage are not centered on the chaser being crazy or excessive. Instead, they are grappling with their inability to handle the situation. Many runners may even oscillate between feeling drawn to the chaser and feeling the need to escape, creating a pattern of back and forth movement that adds to the complexity of the dynamic. What feels chaotic to the chaser is often a reflection of the runner's inner storm, a struggle to find equilibrium within themselves, while contending with the intensity of a connection they cannot easily define or control. Ultimately, the runner's emotional overload is part of their soul's journey. It is a necessary phase that helps them learn to navigate their emotions, face their fears, and integrate the lessons the twin flame connection offers. While this phase can be painful for both parties, it serves the purpose of preparing the runner for eventual growth and alignment with the connection. The inner world of the twin flame runner is often a battlefield where two opposing forces collide, the soul's longing for union and the ego's desperate clinging to the familiar. The twin flame connection is not just a romantic or emotional bond. It is a spiritual awakening that demands transformation. For the runner, this transformation can feel like stepping into an entirely new reality, a reality that challenges their beliefs, breaks down their emotional walls, and forces them to confront parts of themselves they have spent years or even lifetimes avoiding. The runner's internal conflict arises because the twin flame connection is not optional. It is unavoidable, raw, and deeply personal. On one hand, their soul recognizes the chaser as a mirror of themselves, a partner who reflects their highest potential and deepest truths. This recognition creates an undeniable pull toward the chaser, a magnetic force that defies logic. Yet, on the other hand, their ego, the part of them that thrives on control, predictability, and comfort, interprets this connection as a threat. The ego resists the vulnerability, the changes, and the deep soul work required for the connection to flourish. This resistance often manifests as avoidance, denial, or even anger toward the chaser. The runner's thoughts about the chaser during this stage are complicated. They may feel admiration and love for the chaser on a soul level, while simultaneously feeling frustration or resentment on a surface level. This duality stems from the fact that the chaser often acts as a mirror, reflecting back the runner's own insecurities, fears, and unresolved emotional wounds. For example, if the runner has a fear of abandonment, the chaser's persistent attempts to connect may inadvertently trigger this fear, leading the runner to pull away further. When the chaser reaches out, seeks answers, or openly expresses their emotions, the runner is forced to confront feelings they are not ready to face. This confrontation can feel like being cornered, leaving the runner feeling exposed and vulnerable. Rather than addressing these feelings, the runner often retreats into avoidance, creating physical or emotional distance as a way to regain a sense of control. The chaser's actions are not seen as crazy, but as overwhelming, primarily because the runner lacks the tools to process what the chaser is bringing to the surface. It is also common for the runner to question their own sanity during this phase. The connection defies conventional understanding, leaving the runner wondering if their feelings are real, imagined, or simply too intense to handle. This self-doubt often spills over into their perception of the chaser, leading them to question whether the chaser's actions are rational or whether the chaser truly understands the complexity of the situation. However, these doubts are not rooted in a belief that the chaser is irrational, but in the runner's own inability to make sense of the connection. The runner's inner struggle is ultimately a catalyst for growth. The connection forces them to face their fears, break free from old patterns, and embrace the spiritual awakening the twin flame bond offers. This phase is not about rejecting the chaser or the connection, but about navigating the inner chaos that arises when the soul and ego collide. Over time, as the runner begins to heal and integrate the lessons of the connection, their perception of the chaser and the bond itself often shifts, paving the way for deeper understanding and eventual reconciliation. One of the most misunderstood aspects of the runner and chaser dynamic is the runner's awareness of the twin flame connection. While the chaser may be fully conscious of the spiritual significance of the bond, the runner is often still coming to terms with what the connection means. The runner's thoughts about the chaser are shaped by their level of spiritual awareness. For some runners, the connection may feel inexplicably strong, but they may not yet have the vocabulary or understanding to label it as a twin flame bond. In these cases, the runner's thoughts about the chaser are likely to be a mix of admiration, confusion, and even frustration. They may recognize the chaser as someone who understands them on a deeper level than anyone else ever has, but they may also feel unprepared to reciprocate that level of intimacy and emotional vulnerability. For runners who are more spiritually aware, Their thoughts about the chaser often revolve around guilt and longing. They may understand the spiritual significance of the connection, but feel unworthy of the chaser's love or incapable of meeting them at the same level of emotional and spiritual depth. This awareness can lead the runner to question their own actions and whether they are being fair to the chaser. However, this same awareness often makes it difficult for the runner to view the chaser as crazy. Instead, they may see the chaser's actions as a reflection of the intensity and purity of the connection, even if they are not yet ready to embrace it. A critical aspect of the twin flame journey is the concept of divine timing. Both the runner and chaser must undergo their own individual growth and healing before they can come into harmonious union. For the runner, this often means confronting their fears, releasing old patterns, and embracing their spiritual path. For the chaser, it means cultivating patience, self-love, and trust in the journey. As time passes and the runner works through their own healing, their perspective on the chaser often shifts. What may have once felt overwhelming or intimidating begins to feel like a source of comfort and understanding. The runner may come to see the chaser's actions not as a sign of irrationality, but as a testament to the depth of the connection and the strength of their bond. This shift in perspective is often accompanied by a greater understanding of the spiritual nature of the twin flame journey. The runner may begin to see the chaser not as someone who is chasing them out of desperation, but as someone who is holding space for their growth and eventual union. This realization is a turning point in the twin flame journey, one that often paves the way for reconciliation and deeper understanding. The twin flame journey is not just a story of two souls yearning for reunion. It is a path of profound spiritual awakening, healing, and transformation. The runner and chaser dynamic, while often fraught with emotional intensity, serves a divine purpose that extends far beyond the immediate relationship. It is a sacred dance of souls learning to balance their energies, confront their deepest fears, and align with their higher selves. The key to navigating this phase lies in understanding, patience, and trust in the process. For the chaser, the question of how the runner perceives their actions can evoke feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. However, it is important to remember that the twin flame connection operates on a level that transcends surface-level judgments. While the runner may retreat in fear or confusion, their actions are rarely a reflection of how they feel about the chaser as a person. Instead, they are grappling with the magnitude of their own transformation and the inner work required to move forward. The runner's journey is deeply personal, and their moments of withdrawal are often acts of self-preservation as they process the immense spiritual upheaval triggered by the connection. Expanding on this, it's crucial for the chaser to release the need for external validation from the runner and focus on their own growth. The twin flame journey is not one-sided. It requires both counterparts to evolve individually before they can unite in harmony. This phase is an opportunity for the chaser to cultivate self-love, resilience, and faith in the divine plan. It is through this inner work that the chaser can shift from a place of longing and pursuit to one of grounded, unconditional love. The twin flame connection is not a conventional relationship. It challenges the norms and expectations of how love should look, forcing both counterparts to redefine their understanding of relationships, commitment, and soul connections. The runner and chaser dynamic is a necessary stage in this process, as it brings to light the fears, wounds, and limitations that must be addressed for both individuals to grow. The chaser's role is not to convince the runner of the connection's validity, but to hold space for the runner's healing while honoring their own needs and boundaries. From a higher perspective, the twin flame journey serves a greater spiritual purpose that goes beyond the personal experiences of the runner and chaser. It is a path of ascension, not only for the individuals involved, but also for the collective consciousness. Twin flames are often seen as spiritual pioneers, their journey mirroring the process of integrating duality into unity. By healing their wounds and balancing their energies, twin flames contribute to the collective awakening of humanity, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and unconditional love. The runner and chaser dynamic is a microcosm of this larger spiritual journey. The challenges, separations, and eventual reconciliations mirror the process of coming into alignment with the divine. Each step, no matter how difficult, is a necessary part of the journey, guiding both individuals toward a higher state of consciousness and a deeper understanding of love. For those navigating this phase, the greatest gift you can give yourself is grace. Trust that every experience, no matter how painful or confusing, is serving your highest good. Allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise, but do not let them define your worth or your path. Instead, use them as stepping stones toward greater self-awareness and inner peace. Remember that your twin flame is not your enemy, but your mirror, reflecting back the parts of yourself that are ready to heal and transform. As you continue on this journey, hold space for your twin with compassion and understanding, but do not lose sight of your own needs and growth. The twin flame path is not about sacrificing yourself for the sake of the connection. It is about becoming the best version of yourself so that you can meet your twin as an equal partner in love and unity. Trust in the divine timing of your journey, knowing that everything is unfolding as it is meant to, even if it doesn't always make sense in the moment. Ultimately, the twin flame journey is a testament to the transformative power of love. It is a path that teaches you to love unconditionally, not just your twin, but yourself and the world around you. It is a reminder that love is not something to be chased or feared, but something to be embraced with an open heart and a willing spirit. No matter where you are on this journey, know that you are exactly where you are meant to be, and that every step is bringing you closer to the union you seek, both with your twin and with your own soul.